another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 20 of season 5. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. We've only got 2 more before the finale, and you know, they always pop off, mate. They're always fantastic, aren't they? I can't believe we've absolutely blitzed through this now. We're literally on a steamroller head into season 6. You guys have told me that it's absolutely better than season 5, so I mean, I'm excited. I've enjoyed season 5. But, you know, it's not been the ultimate peak best season, but it's still been good and enjoyable, and I have liked it. And I have enjoyed the new characters that we've been introduced to. So we was introduced to ENZO. He was Damon's cellmate back in the day when he was a test subject. And then, obviously, in this episode, he was on the hunt to find Maggie, the person that was nice to him, who was monitoring him down in the cell. He said that she never knew that he was being tortured and stuff, and she was a nice person. And turns out in a flashback that she actually wanted to be in a relationship with him. She was begging him to turn him, and he was like, come here. Then he bit himself, and as she come closer, he grabbed her arm, knocked her vein bracelet off, and he compelled her to leave and forget about him. He didn't want her to be involved in this life. He didn't want her to suffer, and he didn't want, you know, any of this to distract her from who she is. So he done the hard thing, and he let her go, and obviously he compelled her to forget about him. Well, somehow later on in the future, you know, she must have remembered about either Damon or something, because she went and found Stefan, and she said, I want you to help me find and kill Damon. Stefan was like, well, you misunderstand me and my brother. Even though, you know, we're not got the best relationship, there's no chance I'm going to kill you. And then it looked like he went to kill her, and then it turns out he didn't. But she has died in real life. That is the reason why in this episode Enzo kidnapped Stefan and Elena, and he was trying to torture the information out of Stefan, because he got a picture from the Travellers to say that obviously Maggie's dead in present day. So while he's torturing Stefan about this information, we found out that it was Damon that in fact killed Maggie, and he didn't know it was Enzo's Maggie, and he didn't know it was Maggie at all. He didn't know that was a name. She never disclosed it. But in another flashback that we got, she actually went for it. You know, after meeting Stefan and asking him to do it, and Stefan trying to scare her, she still went for it anyway. She went after Damon. She tried to stab him with an Augustine syringe. Damon obviously retaliated, picked her up, popped her head off, killed her. Can you blame him? You know, like, if you're a vampire, any vampire, let's just take Damon's name out of it. If you was a vampire in this show, and it's been pretty consistent, if someone comes after you, you get taken out. It is a consistent thing in the show, so it's not just a Damon thing, it's a consistent thing. I understand that Enzo wasn't happy about this. He was absolutely distraught. He wanted to find her and thank her. You know, she was his first true love, for being a nice person to him. Well, they ended up, he took Elena, bounced, and Stefan and Damon went looking for him. Stefan found him. They ended up having a fight. What happened was he knocked Stefan into a car, smashed the petrol thing, so it was pouring on the floor. He was going to light it and burn Stefan. Well, Stefan grabbed his heart, didn't he? Put his hand right into him. And instead of Stefan yanking it out, yeah, Enzo pulled his own body away. So to me, it's like Enzo martyred himself. I mean, you could say Stefan killed him, but I don't know. I was a bit strange on that one. But, you know, there must be a reason why he wanted to do it, because Enzo's dead now, and Stefan thinks it's going to destroy Damon, that his best friend's died, and all this stuff's going on with Elena as well. It's just going to be one too many things going on in him. So he told him that he couldn't find Enzo, and he's bounced. You know, he's turned off his humanity switch, and he's just gone off. It's more believable, but Damon said that, you know, I'm not going to give up on him. He was the only person that kept me sane when I was in the cell back in the day, and I need to, and you never give up on me as well when I have my humanity switch off, so I can't give up on him. And then the interesting thing is, we cut, and Enzo was stood in the room as a dead person, and he was saying, Damon, you know, it's too late for you, you know, like, hey, you know, good behaviour, I miss you and all this stuff, I'm going to come after you and I'm going to get my revenge. That's pretty much what he was saying, so that is well interesting. I mean, he did go and see Bonnie as well and pass through her, but I really want Bonnie to get her powers back now. I think we're getting to the point where she needs to get her powers back. She's been absolutely dominant for the first 4 seasons, and then she's just been the anchor this season. She's just had a role to just be in it, so that we got a bit of Bonnie, you know, where I want the old Bonnie back, the most powerful one, the one that can absolutely dominate Liv as well. They did make reference that Liv was stronger, but I don't think she was. Bonnie asked Liv, what's going on with this other side? What can she do? Can she do anything? She said, no, you're going to have to make peace with it. You're going to have to say goodbye to your friends. And if it goes, it goes. And then another interesting thing is Marcos as well. He's done his plan. He's done a thing. He transitioned one of them into a vampire. Then he drank Stefan and Elena's blood. Then he killed him. And then when he was reborn and they cut themselves, boom, they didn't self-heal. He's found a way to transition a vampire, if that makes sense. But he did use all of the Elena and Stefan blood that was left, the doppelganger blood. So unless he's going to go out and get more, I don't know. But it is interesting. You know, it's the first time we've seen somebody detransition without the actual cure. And I think if somebody was to detransition, it might be Elena if they go after somebody. So that is where we currently are. It's well interesting, actually. I'm really excited. Like I said, there's 2 more episodes left, and the finals usually are fantastic. So if you guys are excited, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Do you reckon this is going to be Tyler and not the actual guy?
Julian, is still you?
Yeah. What were you saying?
Go on, Tyler.
Look, I'm always up for a little bit of kink, but...
Marcos's orders. A passenger in a hybrid. We can't risk him popping out. Looks like this is gonna have to wait.
Where are we going?
To the next camp, which will hopefully be our last camp. Soon we can actually have a home. Julian? Oh my God, you're not...
Go on, Tyler. Come on, mate. This is exciting, mate. Please get a wolf running out of these curtains. Ah, oh, yes, mate. That is what I want Klaus to do in the originals. I want to see him transition into a full wolf. I mean, we only got a little glimpse then. I don't know if she spent all the budget on the series, but God, I do love it when I see a wolf.
That's not helping. I could find any person anywhere on the planet. Okay, there's just something weird with your friend and...
Why are you looking for him?
Gee, I don't know, Stefan. Vampire with no humanity who wants me dead for...
We have a problem.
He cured her?
He cured her to death. The blood took away her vampirism, but left her in the state that she was in just before she turned.
Marcos had a good week or 2 in the land of the living. Now where is he so I can kill him?
Track. They'll find Stefan and Elena long before we can find them.
Well, what about one of those locator spell blocker deals? You avoid the entire Czech language, figure out how to find Marcos. Meanwhile, you and I and our ex-girlfriend are gonna go on a little secret trip.
Well, what did you want me to say? No, Damon, it'll be awkward. Killed your best friend and Elena's keeping that secret from me?
So, we don't have to be invited in, which is actually super sad.
It is sad, isn't it?
Interrupting something?
Unpacking. We're unpacking.
Where's Damon now?
Helping Luke set up?
Helping Luke or avoiding me?
Who do you think brought you home last night? Tucked you in safely.
ENZO almost killed me.
Probably read you a nice little bedtime story. Tribe of ancient wannabe witches want to drain us of our blood and eliminate supernatural beings. I've had worse.
Oh, can she send something? Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Enquiry.
For some reason I thought that would feel better.
Cozy.
Supposed to be avoiding you.
Is that still what you want?
Yes? No? I don't know.
Well, Luke did the cloaking spell. Stefan and Caroline are here, so we should be good. But if it's too hard for you to be here, then...
Kicking me out?
Yes. Oh, I don't know.
I'm really sorry Enzo came after you. That was my fault. He was hurt.
I'm gonna hunt his ass down. I'm gonna whip some sense into him, and I'm gonna make him apologize in person.
What?
Innit?
No,
She's
nothing. I just,
giving off shit
I
vibes
just
there,
remembered
Lena.
that Stefan asked me to help him bring some firewood in.
Clock something. Innit? She give off a shitty vibe then.
What are we gonna do about the other side slipping off into oblivion and you with...
We have the dorm to ourselves for an entire weekend, and you want to talk logistics? I told you Liv is working on a spell to keep me here.
Tyler's back. We should get over there. Let me grab my stuff.
Tell me more about this special spell that your friend Liv has concocted. People are getting swept away. You are going with it.
For it to...
Oh, she's not somewhere in the present?
How did you do that?
This place is falling apart. Tell him.
Oh, that was well interesting, that.
Lied to his face.
Call it a freebie.
Glad you two find my death so amusing.
I'm sorry that we
Wow.
have to go through this. Elena, this is exactly what Enzo wanted. He wanted the blood to be on my hands. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, look, he knows he's touched it, look.
Now there's an interesting development.
Oh, this is actually good.
Stop!
JFK assassination? What the hell is that?
You're ruining the game.
Well, Meryl Streep, I'd love to know how we're gonna act out Watergate. Speak.
Well, don't you think that Stefan and Elena have been a little secretive?
Lena got all cagey when I brought up Enzo.
No, I'm not talking about Enzo. I'm talking about Stefan and Elena. She's single now. You two are on the out.
Do you know what? I actually find that interesting coming from Caroline, who's a massive Stefan fan. And she is always, she's been consistent for 5 seasons that she don't like Damon. And she didn't want Damon and Elena to be together. So consistent on it. The day that I stopped telling you that he's not good for you is the day I stopped being your best friend. Literally, factually, that is words that come out of Caroline's mouth this season. But I am thinking it's well interesting how she just told Damon that information. Is she doing it from her own personal gain because she's actually getting a connection between Stefan, which if they don't pursue that connection when they was laying in the car and they was holding hands and they was looking into each other's eyes, I'd be devastated. But yeah, it's making me think, is she doing it out of good intentions or is she doing it out of her own intentions? That is one thing that I'm interested in. But I do like how she's told him that info because usually she's always against Damon.
I'll make a fire.
I'll help.
Elena's so shit at hiding information. She's so obvious.
When we planned our romantic day together, I wasn't picturing you, me, and 2 other guys.
Altogether, the dumbest idea that either of you have ever had.
Not to be the only girl here, but I can't watch this.
Once this guy pops out, we have no idea when you'll come back again. Okay, let's do this.
Vite. Even I've learnt that word.
Where am I? Where's Marcos?
I see a lot of walking when I should be hearing chanting.
Bones, skull and bones. Skull and bones.
Let's play a game called Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever died.
Never have I ever been fooled by my evil doppelganger.
Never have I ever kissed a Salvatore brother. Today.
Today.
Are you implying something?
Never have I ever lied about where ENZO is.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, what is going on?
Nothing, obviously, because nobody's drinking.
I mean, clearly you know the rules of the game, right, brother? You lied.
Ah, that was interesting, that. But I want to know, as she kissed Stefan today, literally, because they didn't carry on playing the game, and I'm intrigued now. There's someone else in that room. Oh, no, it's a light. Oh, is it?
Avoiding, are we?
Did that bath have bubbles in when she just had it a minute ago? Oh, we can touch her.
There's someone pushing me into water.
Blame it on the spirit of Bill Forbes, but yours type.
I'm liking it. Transitioning.
Marcos destroyed your only weapon against passengers like me. And there's no way in hell you'd ever kill your best friend.
Yeah.
I don't plan on killing him, but I do plan on getting my answers. Where's Marcos?
I can't tell you where Marcos is because I don't know. He's going to want to get rid of Tyler for good by making this my body.
I like how Matt's doing all he can take, though, to do the job, innit? Going after Tyler, giving him a good stabberoo. I do enjoy it. I thought Elena was going to crack then and tell him, like, because he was like, why would a ghost want to come after you? I'll blame it on Bill Forbes. But, you know, you're not exactly his type. That's hilarious. I thought she was going to cave then and say, oh, but we killed Enzo, you know. She wasn't involved in it, obviously, but, you know, she knows he's dead. So that is something that I'm intrigued by, because the fact that they can touch things but they can't see them, that makes them deadly. Do you not think? They can actually go around and do absolute chaos but stay invisible, which is like such a powerful trait, especially in these situations. And only Bonnie is the one that can physically see them.
Listen, are things getting worse on the other side?
Why?
Because something attacked Elena.
Yeah. My Grams knocked a lamp right off my desk today.
Enzo.
Enzo's dead? So my powers of deduction really suck?
Enter the complication.
Oh,
Enzo's
yeah,
dead. You killed him. Lena told me.
So you didn't know either?
Nope.
Talk about this some other time.
By all means, brother, at your convenience.
You in here?
I don't reckon I'd miss this.
'Cause knock it off.
Maybe he's just trying to scare us.
Getting warmer. You've almost got it. What is Enzo up to?
Figured out a way to kill us all in one fell swoop.
Did I mention that I missed you?
Oh, it's
Where's
killed
Luke?
Luke.
Who knows? We better find him before the travelers find us.
I found them.
Oh, he's found him. Let's go. Where actually is it? Where could he put him?
You're upset. I was worried that if Damon found out, he'd flip out, spiral, and kill a bunch of innocent people. Yeah, I get that.
I want to put you in an awkward position.
Because it wasn't awkward when I accused you and Stefan of being make-out buddies again.
Where did that even come from?
Oh, she cares for Stefan, that's why.
Damon, come on.
Let's just cut to the chase, Stefan. Yes, I'm pissed that you killed Enzo. I'm even more pissed that you two lied to me about
He
it.
was your friend.
Yes, Stefan, he was. Which is why I, above anyone else, should have known that he was dead.
Jez always carries that bow around, but has he ever actually shot anyone?
Oh my god. All these travelers are passengered inside people in Mystic Falls?
When I found out Enzo was dead, would you think I was gonna go on a rampage? Slaughter a bunch of innocent people, go bowling with human heads? What'd you think I was gonna do?
Hate me?
Good answer.
You would hate me.
He's gonna set them on fire. Wow. They can easily get out.
Grab him, let's go.
Oh, I'm liking it. Oh, this is good.
Damon Salvatore and his murderous brother die a fiery death.
Because I can bring you back. They came back, Marcos came back, I'll find a way. But this has to stop. So you can either help me, or you can blink out of existence. Go now!
Don't let me down again.
Sure, Jill.
I enjoyed that. I literally did. It's given me like hope that he's not gone from the series. I really was disappointed when he died last episode. I was disappointed, I've got to be honest. Like, I've said it consistently since he was introduced, that a soldier person, another person, kind of like Damon, yeah, one that could be his friend because he's missing one since Alaric's gone, and the potential that we've seen him and the actions that he's done and the savageness that he's displayed, he is a great character. I was gutted when he died because, like I said, to me, Stefan didn't physically kill him. He kind of martyred himself. I feel like he pulled away from Stefan's hand, and I thought he had like an ulterior motive, like he thought that he was going to go to the other side and be able to dominate on that other side for some reason. I don't know, like to me he killed himself, don't know why, but I was gutted. Yeah, I was gutted that he was gone, and now the fact that we're possibly going to get him back, I'm really happy. I hope Damon finds a way, because I want him to be in the season. I want him to be Damon's friend, and I want him to be in from now until the end, because we do need characters. I've said it all season, and he's a good one.
I'm sorry. This is the worst date ever.
Could be worse, right?
Oh, here we go.
Stop!
Feeling okay?
Yeah, let's just say my family's pretty screwed up. Not a whole lot of compassion. You guys are different.
I guess Enzo bought it. Bring him back. I mean, how do you plan on doing that?
Marcos found his way back. We want him terrorizing us for the rest of eternity.
I know that.
Oh, he needs that.
Do that.
Yeah, you had to get it out.
That's the last time you'll hear about it from me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. A bit of brotherly love there.
You lost Julian's body. We'll find it. We just need to figure out where they went.
What are they doing here?
I'm seeing things. This body is incredible.
Oh, Tyler, talk to us.
I don't know what the hell's happening.
Oh, no, he's
Who started the
transitioning.
spell?
Make it stop. Make it stop. Take it you didn't find my body.
He's buzzing. He's got the best body going. A Julian character. Technically it's Tyler, but it's Julian, is it not? You know, are we going to start calling him Tyler or Julian? I would actually like that. You know, I'm not saying Tyler's character's bad at all, but it would just bring a new dynamic, wouldn't it? I enjoyed watching Stefan in, well, Silas, whatever Stefan. It's great. Catherine, Elena, no humanity turned on. No, like, human Catherine. You know, just give us a different characters. I think it'd be really good me to see a different version of Tyler, a different person, a Julian in the Tyler body.
Never have I ever had a ghost try to burn me alive.
Drink. We're friends, right? Tell each other things to each other.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, there are things that I tell you that I don't tell her. You have dirt on your cheek. Didn't want you to know. I know you guys had that weird little chemistry thing going on.
I said that, innit?
Please, you're delusional.
I didn't want you to think any less of me. I'll meet you over by the car when you're done.
This is a slow burner, innit, man? This is the slowest of burns. Can't wait for these two if they can't tease me all the time.
Hey, we're leaving. Pack your stuff.
I just came out to see how you're doing.
I'm in a hurry.
We're not gonna talk about this?
What's there to talk about?
Sorry that I lied to you.
I don't care that you lied. You wanted to protect me so I wouldn't spiral. I had every nerve in my body wanting to break something or hurt someone or do all the wrong things for all the right reasons. I'm holding it together for you. Being around you drives me nuts. And not being around you
drives him nuts.
Drives me nuts.
Love, mate. That's what it is. It is love, man. Literally. Damon's hardcore, innit?
What was that for?
Because I've had a real crappy day.
Oh, there is, well. I'm expecting a good season ending, me, honestly, I really am. I got a feeling that Elena's dying, me. But I don't know if she's gonna die this season though, but do you ever get those feelings? I don't know, just the way they're playing it out, the way they've not committed Damon and Elena together, the way they've not committed Stefan and Elena together, and just the way it's going, even though we're getting the nice moments like I enjoyed just then. I really enjoyed it. I just feel like something crazy is going to come down the line, because I know we're ending on season 8, and I know it's only, 16 episodes, it's not even a full season. So if she goes, she's not gone for many episodes. And I feel like maybe season 6, around the end of it, something mad's going to happen and she's going to pop off. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. So I did enjoy it. Again, it was another good one, in my opinion. I'm really enjoying it. I'm interested to see how we do with this Tyler storyline, to be honest. Are we going to have Tyler now in the seasons coming? Or are we going to have Julian? You know, obviously he's a traveller. And I'm assuming that he wants to be with the Travellers as well, because they've just been trying to find a place he can call home for pretty much forever. You know, every time they said that they settle somewhere, they can't. The witches come, the earth changes or whatever, and it forces him away and relocate. Now, this Julian, luckily for him, is possessed like the most strongest, baddest, best body that he could possibly do. And the witches have, killed his body, burnt his body now, haven't they, the Travellers? It looks like they've burnt it, and he's actually dead, and he is in possession of Tyler permanently now. Now, we have seen it before where we said Catherine was in the full possession of Elena. It was a permanent transfer, but then it has... obviously Elena's here now and Catherine's not, so we've managed to detransition out of it. But I would like, I have said that I would like a season with Tyler possibly playing somebody else, you know, the same character that we're so used to, but a different personality, because it throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? It mixes it up and it makes it interesting. Bonnet as well, you can see her grams. She was saying that, look, the other side, people are disappearing, mate. They're getting sucked away. I'm assuming that's what happened to Catherine now, actually. No one else thinking about it. When she died, when she got sucked away, I said, this can't be the last thing that we see of Catherine, her going out the church and getting sucked up into the sky. But then it has been consistent when we went there with Matt. Vicky was sucked away as well. She went off into the wilderness, didn't she? She got pulled through the trees. And the Grams were saying this is happening, you know, this is a thing, people are disappearing. And we've seen Cole as well. Hopefully that's not the last we've seen of Cole, because we've not ever seen him in the originals. I know obviously if it's a consistent storyline that he died in this or he's died in that, but we did see him in this and he was scared, and I wish that we could see him again because he's actually decent. Maybe give us an Alaric as well. I do love a good Alaric appearance, he's fantastic. Do you know what, right, just nothing to do with that, the show, today's episode, but Alaric, he left the Vampire Diaries apparently to join a new show, possibly as a main character. That's what I think the comment said. Yeah, I thought he was kind of a main character in this show. And please tell me that this other show that he joined was bigger than the Vampire Diaries, or lasted just as long, because devastated that he's gone, honestly. I know we're like 3 seasons in since he's left now, but every time I think of it, I'm gutted, because every time I see him, I love him. It's interesting what happened with the Travellers. He come down with Bonnie and Jeremy there. They was doing their sort of magic, and it left us kind of on a cliffhanger. They was choking Jeremy, wasn't there, while they took his body away, and then we never actually seen Jeremy after it. We never seen him gasp for air again after it. Like it just caught like while he was still choking. So we're gonna have to find out what happened to him next episode. And Damon, you know, he's kissed Elena. He said, look, when I'm not with you, you drive me absolutely nuts. When I'm with you, my head is absolutely nuts as well. And she's like, wait, what? And me, that's true love, man. Can't live without you, can't live with you. That's love. That is love, in my opinion. Just literally, it's so good. I enjoyed the fact that he kissed her. You know, he said, why'd you do that? Because I've had a shit day, mate, and I needed it, you know. I love it. That's literally relationship vibes. And then obviously the Travellers have come and taken her. But in this episode it was interesting. Like I said, Caroline was helping Damon. And I said that Caroline has been consistent since season 1 till this season as well. And she said to Elena, mate, the day I stop telling you that Damon is not good for you is the day I stop being your best friend. Yeah. And I never thought that she'd side with them. And I did pose a question. Is she doing this to help Damon, or is she doing this because she's jealous that she can see a little bit of chemistry forming between Stefan and Elena? Because like we've seen in a few episodes back, her and Stefan were getting close, you know. When the Travellers had him, in the episode where they killed Tom, his doppelganger, they got close, they slept together, not like sex, but like slept together in the back of the car. They was looking up at the stars, they was holding each other's hand. I am team them. And yeah, I would be jealous too if I was Caroline. And then we played the Never Have I Ever. They spat it out, you know, never have I ever kissed a Salvatore today. Yeah. And it's like, no one drank, and I was like, has she kissed him today or what? I mean, Elena can drink now because she definitely kissed Damon, but that is interesting. And then obviously Damon was like, never have I ever lied about the whereabouts of Enzo. And we had Enzo try and kill Elena, but obviously it wouldn't happen because she can't. She can't drown, can she? You know, we've seen that with Stefan when he was thrown into a lake. But it's interesting because he did load them into the shed or whatever you want to call it, the barn, set it on fire, stabbed Stefan, stabbed Damon. He said, well, they couldn't speak to him, but Damon said, look, mate, leave us alone. I will get you back. You know, we've managed to get Bonnie back. Marcos is back, and I'll fucking go out my way to get you back. Enzo spared them, didn't he? He said, you better not let me down, Damon. Even though he couldn't hear any of this conversation, you better not let me down. And it's true, man. Like, if they can come back, why can't Enzo come back? Jess has been back as well. I'm sure Jeremy's back. So it's literally this hope. I love Enzo. I think he's a great character to be introduced. We've not seen a lot of Liv and Luke, but I would like to keep them in the series as well moving forward. You know, we've got 2 new witches and warlocks, got 1 new vampire. That is interesting to me. Let's get them in the storyline. Let's bring Enzo back. He shouldn't never have died in the last episode, but if it's used as like a catalyst so we can get like interesting stuff on the other side and we can get a sick finale and get him reborn and rebrought back, then I'm all for it. It's good. It worked out well. So, like I said, 2 more episodes left. That's 4-2. Can't wait for it. You know, there's only, like I said, 2 more days before we start season 6. We're absolutely steamrolling through it. So if you guys are excited, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.